Hey, yo, Wiz. Hey, yo, Wiz. Hey, yo, Wiz.
Testing. Testing. Okay. Let me hop into the PlayStation Legion chat. We got 6 topics. I'm fucking late, but don't worry. We got time. I think a few of them we can get out of the way without visuals. But I do want to get a few of them out of the way. I just wanted to see if a theory is correct. I have a theory, but I'm not sure if it's real or not. No, it's not that. Is this? It's here. Okay. I'm curious. Yes, I fucking knew it. Then that means the other one isn't ready either. Okay, so something happened with I think the I don't know what the fuck that is, bro. That was weird. Okay, there's a couple of games that you've noticed if you've been keeping track that they work, but then they don't. Like, I know I have them and I own them, but they like have an error. So I checked Uncharted 4 just now. Let me take this off so you guys can see. So I just checked Uncharted 4, and they had an error code, so I'm gonna have to delete the game and reinstall it. So then I was like, okay, well, let me go check Uncharted Lost Legacy. The theory is Uncharted Lost Legacy and Uncharted 4 are both on PlayStation Plus. Both of the games have multiplayer, which means if Killzone's multiplayer came back to life, I will just say all of my experiences with Uncharted multiplayer were never like completely dead. I've been on Killzone a good amount of times where it was completely dead and I was just the only person on the map. The Killzone has came back to life because that's a part of PlayStation Plus. Both of the Uncharted's are on there. Uncharted 4, Uncharted Lost Legacy, and Uncharted Collection, which is Uncharted 1, 2, and 3 single player. Again, I'm interested in if this is going to work. I'm interested. So that was I'll go over a couple topics. I don't want to ruin the surprise. So, Uncharted 4 multiplayer, The Last of Us multiplayer. I have to do a check on that because somebody said something and I wanted to make sure. The Last of Us multiplayer check is pertaining to the fact that the remake is $70 but doesn't have multiplayer. I just heard somebody say on Twitter that the Uncharted Last of Us remastered multiplayer has been taken offline, but to my knowledge, that was not true. But I will check it out to see. We're gonna play one game, and I want to thank everybody for waiting for me to get my shit together. Definitely seeing progress from working out every fucking day. Literally, like every day. I mean, I'm doing something every day, but like the major days I'm doing shit is definitely Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So I'm doing cardio on Wednesday. Friday I'm gonna make sure it's leg day. I'm gonna start getting in doing legs. Yes, I'm always on my feet, but always walking, and my legs aren't skinny or anything, but I definitely want to start doing some leg day. It's the worst day. I know all the workouts. It's just I don't like it. Nobody likes leg day, unless you're a female trying to make your booty bigger. Like, well, if you're a dude, like you probably hate fucking leg day. Nobody likes leg day. Fuck that shit. Let's see. Team deathmatch, right? It's 11:42 in the morning on the East Coast. All players were found just now. I'm using Wi-Fi. This test concludes. We're gonna finish the match, but the test concludes that PlayStation Plus has brought back another PlayStation exclusive multiplayer. Kevin Mack, I was supposed to debate you this weekend, and you were dodging me, bro. So we're gonna set up another debate for this Saturday at 8:00 p.m. You need to get into contact with me any way you can, whether it's the PSN, Twitter, Instagram. I don't really care. All my information is public. Just go to my YouTube channel. Click the link. It's called, what is it? Link. All my links. There's an echo, isn't it? Oh, that's not an echo. That's them trying to talk to me on the mic. We're gonna get some sounds up on here because this game is beautiful. It's a beautiful game. Let's just watch. Okay, let's just watch the greatness of fucking Naughty Dog. Like I saw a PlayStation gamer again. I'm only friends with gamers now. Like the motherfuckers on my Twitter timeline are fucking legends. You know who you are. Always posting gameplay. Always posting trophy progress. You guys are fucking awesome. Long story short, I saw this gameplay. It just was like, bro, let me go do a check. Let me just go do a check. 5. Oh, really? It's like that? It is like that. Let me get the headset on. Okay. I'm probably about to go up against a lot of tryhards. So, turn down this TV just a little. Oh, I'm about to get shit on. There's no way I'm surviving that. Yeah. Oh shit. I'm about to get shitted on. Hey bro, it looks like the Uncharted 4 multiplayer is still alive. You have access to the Uncharted 4 multiplayer through 2 different avenues. If you own or you download Uncharted 4, or if you own or download Uncharted Lost Legacy, which is what I did. Uncharted 4 includes the multiplayer, the single player, and the co-op. Uncharted Lost Legacy does the same thing. I know exactly what that team is doing. What they're doing is they're sending out these guys, right? I got one too, but he's probably gonna get killed. They send out one of these guys, and they choke you, and then they hold you still, and they either choke you out until you're down, or they can hold you in place, and then the person that sent it out can get a nice, easy kill. We got snipers out this bitch too. Did you kill my dude? Wow. Fuck, I tried to kill Sully. The game is still live. It's still everybody on there. This game never supported bots ever, so you will always play with real people. These are real people, and they are in fact shitting on us. We only got 9 kills, and they got 38, 34. Yeah, they have completely R-worded us. I can't say the R word, but you know they have R-worded us.
Nice to feel my blood.
I can't shoot this shit on that.
I don't enjoy it.
Fuck. You see what he did? You see what he just did? He used that, bro. That's some fuck shit though. I'm not gonna lie. It's pretty fucking annoying now. They're basically just running around. Everybody has one of those. I forgot what they're called, but everybody has one of those little helpers. And look, there's one dude that got a helper that's a sniper.
I don't think we can.
Yep. It's over. We got 2 more fucking kills. They're fucking done. They shitted on us. Couldn't do anything even if I wanted to. Because you're not going up against just 4 or 5 other people. You're going up against like additional 5 people.
Kicked our asses!
Oh, don't touch me. The game's already over, you fuck. It was 2 against 4? 2 against 5? It was 2 against 5. Everybody left at the end. Or maybe they left in the beginning. I don't know what the fuck happened. But yeah, it was just wasn't gonna be able to do anything with that one. Still got some experience though, but yeah, so my test concludes for this. What's the next one? It says number 2, The Last of Us multiplayer. Again, these are the topics that I wrote down, just again to make sure we can double check to make sure the communities are either still alive or dead. So if we let The Last of Us load up, The Last of Us says The Last of Us Remastered on PlayStation Plus Premium. Left Behind is included for PlayStation Plus. The Long Dark, I don't know what that is. That's included. Little Big Planet 3 is PlayStation Premium. Yeah. I mean, this service is really crazy, especially if you don't play. If you're a casual gamer and you didn't really buy any of the exclusives, you will be, yeah. I would say that The Last of Us multiplayer is alive because there are people still posting videos of the multiplayer. So there was one person using one talking point that the Last of Us remake doesn't have the multiplayer and it shouldn't be $70. And then he said, and they also took off the multiplayer for the original, and they didn't. They did not take the multiplayer off of the original. If it's one thing I know about Naughty Dog doesn't operate like that. They keep their shit up. What's going on, everybody in the chat? I'm gonna give shout outs out and just let's go test out one match just to clarify and get this, just have it as a visual early on that these multiplayers by Naughty Dog are still up and operational, and you have an avenue to play these with PlayStation Plus. So that's pretty cool. You have 2 Naughty Dog multiplayer games, and they are very competitive, as you can see. You get on there, you will get fucked up. Make sure you maybe go on there with a crew. Crew of 5 people. I normally don't run around on Uncharted multiplayer unless it's early in the morning, or if I'm really feeling myself late at night. That's when I play really, really fucking good early in the morning. I don't know why. I just guess I'm wired and I'm up. Let me see what we got. Factions multiplayer. We're connecting. Well, I mean, if it was me, I would say that it looks like the multiplayer is up and operational and people are here, and I can see it right here. So I'm not understanding why people are lying on the internet? Why are they saying, oh, Naughty Dog cut off the Last of Us multiplayers? Like, no, they didn't. No, there would have been a big uproar. All the fucking news outlets would have been bitching about it. We would have knew. I would have knew. That's why I was a little confused this morning when I saw that. I still have to check this shit. It's my responsibility to check this so we have visual. And people like that just can't fucking get away. So yeah. Where did that dude go? Kevin Mack, where you go, bro? You know we got a debate this Saturday. I tried to reach out to you. I tried to send people to find you. We have a debate this Saturday. We were supposed to have it last Saturday. I was willing to do it Sunday night. But we're definitely doing our debate this Saturday. And remember, it's only because... Yeah, they're going to kill us. It's only because you were defending MBG, saying that he has a wife and kids, so that's why he can't find time to play video games. I just hopped from one multiplayer to another one in the span of less than 10 minutes. So trust me, it's possible. It's really possible. Don't make excuses for other people not playing video games. It's the simplest fucking thing to do. So again, here on the PlayStation Legion, we can confirm that you have access to 2 Naughty Dog multiplayer games through PlayStation Plus. Both of them are still up and operational. As you know, The Last of Us Remaster is old as shit. As you know, Uncharted 4 is old as shit. These multiplayer communities are still up. They're still alive. You can quickly get into a match.
Right, there's scavengers in the area.
Hey, it is
Stay
what it
close
is.
And keep an eye out.
I do know this map, and I know that this map is the map where people die. But again, Uncharted 4 multiplayer, The Last of Us multiplayer are very, very competitive. I will probably die a lot, because I always die a lot. But I feel like I'm good enough at shooting right now that I should be able to sneak around. I still don't have a good feeling because I remember this map enough, and I know that Fuck! I let my head out.
Hold on.
Give me up, give me up.
Help me!
This shit's competitive. Somebody got me the fuck out. I already knew that shit was happening. Tried to like use that. Yeah, I'm telling y'all, people. The Last of Us community is very dedicated, and again, very legendary gamers on the Uncharted community. A lot of people over there are really, really good at what they do. Okay, I was about to say, how do I do this shit? Oh, we lost 2 people permanently. Okay. Let's keep it up.
Mark it down!
Good.
Hold up. Okay. Finish. Move out. Thumbs up. Heads up. Target down.
Oh, he did throw it right. He got it. He got what's name? Whoa! What the fuck? Who got me, man?
Somebody move it.
Bro, what the fuck? I had nobody on my back. Yeah, we about to lose major right now, bro. We about to really, really fucking lose. What's the, like, yeah, he just got choked. He just got choked from the back. What the fuck, bro? Oh, we're ahead? Bro, I know I can play this game good. It's just like you're trying to take cover, but this is a PS3 title, so you can see like, you know, you can't really hug walls. They didn't have these type of mechanics. The multiplayer was tagged on to the single player, and it wasn't like they didn't really believe that the multiplayer was gonna be something people like. They did not think that people was gonna like this, and it just fucking flew off, and everybody loved it. Just like they always try to throw fire. On fire. Love that element, but I will fucking kill him. Yep. I got 2 first aids. Oh shit. Oh fuck. I need to help. I need to provide cover fire. No. I gotta move like this, so I'm gonna alert my position. So I gotta move slow like this sometimes. I'm right there. Oh my god, I was right there in the headshot range, and I still couldn't fucking shoot him in the head. I suck that much at aiming. He was literally right there. I still put 2 bullets in him, but I guess that wasn't enough to drop him. I should have been maybe looking at the map more, but it's alright. It's alright. Damn, bro. Really fucking disappointed. Wow, they must be down here now. I gotta wash my ass. Really, for real. Come on. Look at that fucking door. Goodness. I've died looking at the door. I'm trying to not do that.
I need a minute.
I'm gonna make this.
Okay, got it.
Are we losing? No, we're winning. We got more people than they do. Is that fucking crazy? No, I'm normally never on a winning team. And I mean, I've shot people. I don't think I finished anybody off or downed anybody, but I'm doing something. Not like the best right now. It's a strategic game. You can run out there, but you will get caught. 8 reinforcements left. Oh, wait. We're losing. We're the yellow team. Oh, okay. Yeah, we're losing. I was about to say, what the fuck? Yeah. I am on the losing team. Yeah, it kind of sucks. Okay. Yeah. That's it.
See?
I'm down.
I tried to fucking melee on the other side of the fucking edge of this, and they didn't let me get that swing. Kind of sucks, man. That's a product of how old the game is. I can't get away with those type of very like up. It's a great fun game. Don't get me wrong. It's not modern, and that's why everybody really wants this new Last of Us Factions, because this one was good, but obviously, you know, it's like fucking over 10 years old. The original Last of Us multiplayer is over 10 years old, and this is basically the original. It's just, are they just coming into our base now? I should. Oh fuck. Fuck. Shot. Yeah, you got the shot. They just finished me off, bro. It's over. It's over for us. And it looked like, if I'm not mistaken, the other people left because they wanted to rage quit. I'm not gonna do that. I know we're gonna die, but I'm gonna die with dignity. I don't believe in that rage quitting shit. They do that on Uncharted 4. Sometimes you'll look up and it's only 2 of you guys or 1 person against everybody else, and it kind of sucks, but for some reason they like doing that shit.
Target down.
Finally got somebody. I finally got somebody.
Tourists!
Won't have to worry about it.
Finally got somebody, and I'm by my fucking self. Yeah. When he threw that shit, I knew it was over. I finally got somebody. I finally downed somebody, and I finally fucking got them down. That will be safe because I don't fucking get a lot. Obviously, that's my first fucking down and my first official kill. And this is when everybody fucking leaves. It's like, oh yeah, everybody fucking leaves, and I can fucking do shit. I can be fucking. He's still here. They gonna get some good shit now. They make some fucking bombs. And
Watch my
some
back.
Fucking Molotovs. Fuck it.
Okay, got it.
Crazy shit.
Finished. Move out.
Set some motherfucker on fire. Give it a yoop. Yo, go on, go on out there and get caught. As soon as somebody try to pop smoke, I'm going fire in the smoke.
Okay, got it. Hands up.
I got him. Oh, he got me. That's it. That's it for me. I gotta depend on that guy. I gotta depend on him. He gonna take somebody with him, but it's like, yeah, it's pretty much over for us. Oh yeah, he didn't fall. He didn't go out like a bitch. I fucked with that guy. Oh, corner. Yeah, it's over. Yeah, I got two downs and 2 executions. Kind of weird, man. Like, really kind of weird. I played better when it was less of us than when it was more of us. Well, at least I got my people good. Hunter attack. Risk 100% population parts worth. More, okay. Outcomes. I mean, I'm trying. I'm definitely trying. 0 out of 20 down enemies. I got 3 days to do that. Great. That's not gonna happen. And I only got fucking yeah, that's not gonna happen. I'm gonna fucking die. Yeah, that shit ain't happening. Well, Last of Us works. Last of Us works, and that's a multiplayer. That's on PlayStation Plus. Uncharted Lost Legacy as well as Uncharted 4 is on PlayStation Plus, and the multiplayer connected to both of those games work. Let's go to the second topic. Third topic. $70 game, which is the main topic of the live stream. And I still haven't jumped into the fucking voice chat. No, I am in the voice chat. Nobody else has jumped in. Okay. Let me get the shout outs out the way. And let me go check. Well, I can do the shout outs and refresh the screen. Let me see. Viper's Reap Corner. Vegan VR King. J Cats. Ice Queen has announced that she's been a member for 19 months now. DJ D. Mass Produced. Lincoln Clay. VR King. Legend right there. Always Mad Gaming. Brigadier William Wilder Beast, legend right there. Jeff B Gaming, Targs. Let's see, A Gaming 50. I remember you. Been a while. Let's see. No, somebody else here. Mass Produce already gave him a shout out. Jeff B Gaming. I think I already shouted you out. Oh, Nick. There you go. Nick Lorenzo hiding all the way up there at the top. Okay, SIE is right here. Wonka 76 is also here. What's going on? Vitter Grego, what's going on? You're always here. Glad you're in great health, man. I'm glad you're back. Agosta, what's going on? Let's start to talk about $70 and games. Let's have a visual on file. Or visual. What comes out every fucking year that's $70? Can anybody answer that question? What game comes out every fucking year that's $70 and doesn't fucking change? Well, shit, there's 3. Call of Duty, basketball, football. They come out every year, and over the last 2 years, in the case of, I think, 2K, 3 years. That means that in 2020, 2K was $70, I believe. 2021 it was $70, and then in 2022. So that's 3 straight years it was $70. Nobody batted an eye. Let's focus on what's happening this year. Madden is $70. Shit, a lot of games are $70. My problem is not with the price. Game development was expensive, and this happened before a recession or inflation in the United States. The price increase happened in the beginning of the generation in 2020. Now, it was a long time coming. We had 2 generations where the games were $60. The PS3 360 generation and the PS4 Xbox One generation. Games were $60 for 2 console generations. Right? You're going to get more power. You're going to get better graphics. You're going to get better frame rates. And you expect to have better quality. PlayStation really went out there first with the $70 games. But we knew what we were getting. You know, and we know this money is going to be put to good use. You know, they've done more acquisitions. They've really, started to focus more on their service, making sure that PlayStation Plus is better than it ever was. And then still getting high quality games. You know, when people say, hey, well, they're just taking the money, they don't care about you. This is what they've been investing in. And these 3 things, boosting and making the service better, PlayStation Plus, getting more acquisitions, and making sure high quality games are still coming out every fucking year. That's what gamers want. That's what make us happy. Viper Reaps Corner with the $1.99 super chat. Some cartridges used to be $80 and $90 on the Super NES. Exactly. And we've used that multiple times, and we've let people know that multiple times. But for some reason, people forget. I don't understand. Like, The Last of Us, no. That's a lie. I do understand. Yeah, that's a lie. They don't like The Last of Us because it was game of the generation. Last of Us 2, they hated on that because they didn't want it to be game of the generation again. It got game of the year and got more game of the years than any other fucking game. Now they see their old friend come back, and they already know what the fuck is gonna happen. Look, man. People wanted Witcher 3 to be game of the generation, but it didn't even come out the same generation as The Last of Us, the original game. And then, and this is both CD Projekt Red, by the way, then they wanted Cyberpunk to be game of the year the same year that The Last of Us Part 2 came out. So they started shitting on The Last of Us Part 2 to make it look worse than Cyberpunk. But then Cyberpunk ended up being the worst game. And people were quiet about that. It was not able to get nominated because it got delayed after the cutoff date. And now, in 2022, PlayStation already has God of War and Horizon Forbidden West, which will be nominated for Game of the Year during the Jeff Keighley Showcase. There's no way that both of those games don't make it in there. Elden Ring is obviously going to be in there. I'm not saying The Last of Us Remake is going to make it in there, unless we have an example of one of the Resident Evil remake games making it to the Game Awards show, which is something I wanted to do a little research on for Resident Evil, because there is something I am a little curious. Now, we don't have a price for that game, but it is interesting. Okay, so Resident Evil 2, which is a remake of the original Resident Evil 2, is only $15.99 right now. That's good. It has the PS5 update as well. Resident Evil 7, which I own, I have access to because of PlayStation Plus. That game is $9.99. Resident Evil 3 is $15.99. Resident Evil the Village, that's $30. Shit, all the Resident Evil games are fucking on sale. And there we go, whoop-de-doo. I knew they remastered this game so many times, but yet no one bitched about it. When they made the remake, everybody was like, oh my god, they're remaking it. But y'all don't want to fucking say anything about this remaster they have sitting right up here. Like, I love how nobody says anything about anyone else doing it. Someone that had a remaster the same generation and then announced a remake while that other generation is still active, which is what Capcom just did with Resident Evil 4. And yes, PlayStation just did it too with The Last of Us Remastered being available on the PS4 and 5. And then they remake... One second. And then they remake The Last of Us Part 1. So, I mean, if Resident Evil can get away with it, right? And it's alright when Resident Evil does it. Why isn't it alright when The Last of Us does it? Remember, you have access to the Resident Evil game. Part 4. And it's about to get remade. The Last of Us, you have access to that game. It's about to get remade. The Last of Us was a remaster. Now it's getting remade. Resident Evil was remastered more times than The Last of Us, and it's about to get remade. Do you guys understand that the Resident Evil 4 came out on the GameCube and PS2, was remastered on the 360 and PS3, was remastered again on the Xbox One and the PS4, and now is being remade for the PS5 and the Xbox Series systems? Resident Evil 4 was remastered way more times, and it's getting a remake, and no one's bitching about it. The Last of Us was only remastered one time. The original came out on PS3, it was remastered one time on PS4, it's getting a remake. Original, remaster, remake. In Resident Evil's case, original, remaster, remaster, remake. Nobody's bitching. I don't understand. SIE, I hope you have a great day at work. I don't understand it, bro. Resident Evil 2, 3, and 4 remade as a reimagined game. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's I guess. From what I'm understanding with The Last of Us, it's a full-on remake, but obviously some of the character models gonna look much better so that we can remember them. And I think the doctor is gonna have more of an identity. The one that got killed by Joel, which ended up being the father of Abby, which set things in motion for The Last of Us Part 2, for Abby to come and find Joel, kill him, and then Ellie wanted to go find Abby and kill her. So, again, when you play the original Last of Us as well as the remaster, that doctor that Joel kills before taking Ellie off of the operating table basically has no identity. It's just a random fucking doctor. No one knew that this random fucking doctor was gonna had a daughter that was gonna go track down Joel and kill him. Okay, somebody just hopped in the chat. Let's see who it is.
It's me, it's Rob.
What's going on, Rob? How you doing, man?
Not much, man. I had to hop in because I had to ask about something that I don't even think anybody realized happened. Did anybody notice that we just happened to lose a feature to a paywall that they were going to give us totally for free?
What feature is that?
Remember in the beginning when they first announced the PS5, they had this feature where you would be able to let people demo a game that you own but they didn't own?
Yeah, I remember that. I think I remember that. Was that not like a remote play or something?
No,
it
was something else. And I looked at it today and I'm like, wait a minute, they was gonna give us this for free, and these dumb motherfuckers sat up there and asked for this Game Pass shit. Now we got this Game Pass shit, and that feature is hidden behind that paywall.
What's the name of the feature?
It's in the premium one. When you look at the premium settings, it's right there. I think it's like third or fourth line. Because I'm not looking at it right now, but I looked at it and was like, what the hell, man?
I'm gonna go try to check it out. Okay, limited time, play for a limited time. You talking about the game trials?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's what it was. Okay, play for a limited time. How it works: browse available game trials and download game of your choice. Enjoy the limited time trial of the full game. Decide to buy the game or download a different trial. Is that the one you're talking about?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I remember game trials. Game trials were supposed to be there, and they were there. Yeah, game trials were there. Yeah, but you're right. Now they are behind a paywall. Yeah, because a lot of developers weren't doing game trials. I think it was a developer decision too. They wanted to get paid for allowing the demos. Now, demos have been replaced by betas or early access, but yeah, it does kind of suck.
Making, it does kind of suck. A good thing to have though. Whereas if you had somebody who had the full game and you could sit up there and be like, yo, let me try this out without having to go through, streaming or whatnot, you could just download that section. That's basically what they promised in the beginning.
Now I know exactly what you're talking about. That's a little bit different than a game trial, but I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, I do remember them saying that you could cut out a piece of the game and have somebody else play that little piece of that game. I remember that shit. Yeah. Bro, that shit was way too ambitious. I don't even know if that's a part of the... What you're talking about is not game trials. That's a completely different thing. But I don't see it listed here as one of the key features, but I believe you. But, from what I remember, we had never even seen that shit happen. Like, that shit never really fucking, I ain't even was able to do that shit. I was able to...
I got a weird feeling, though, because, it looks like that's what they'd end up doing if...
possibly, yeah, they would probably do that and put that in one of the PlayStation Plus. Like you said, people wanted Game Pass on PlayStation so bad, and PlayStation tends to listen to people when they bitch and cry. So hey, that's just what it is.
Shoot, it's not right because at the end of it, we getting bent over for something that they should have gave us for free.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't like the idea of being charged for a demo.
I'm so confused. They reposted the Valkyrie Elysium trailer. Why did they do that for? I don't know.
I'm guessing they trying to sit up here and get as much out there as possible to make sure people buy that game.
Yeah, because, Last of Us and God of War are about to literally take over the news cycle. So Last of Us Part 1 just went gold yesterday. And what's funny about Last of Us Part 1 going gold like 2 months before the game comes out? It goes along with what I was saying. That game could have came out earlier in the year and they pushed it back. They had no other reason to push it back. It's just they pushed it back. They could have came out with The Last of Us in the beginning of the fucking year. Wait
a minute. What's filling October?
A lot. You would be fucking surprised. Not any PlayStation exclusives, obviously. We only have 4 major PlayStation exclusives. But as far as what's filling October, let me go help you out with that. Let's see what we got. Oh, that's PlayStation Plus. Let me go to PlayStation Store. Okay. So, that's September. I know this is August. Call of Duty comes out at the end of October on the 28th, right? Okay.
Okay, well that makes sense for why Forspoken got pushed back.
Yeah, the Valkyrie Elysium comes out at the end of September on the 26th, right? So Square Enix didn't want to have 3 games. Square Enix also has Star Ocean coming out in October. And that's probably, like, again, you would have had Star Ocean and Valkyrie Elysium going up against your very own new IP, which is Forspoken. And then that's also going up against Call of Duty. And I didn't get to the best part. Gotham Knights is also coming out in October. Whether you,
October's kind of low.
Yeah.
Loaded.
The more I look at it, the more you're gonna be like, oh yeah, that's why they fucking push that shit back. Skull and Bones is coming out the day before God of War in November. Callisto Protocol is coming out in December. Saints Row is coming out at the end of... Saints Row has just got high. Saints Row is now on the 3rd line of the bestsellers for the digital store on the PS5, which is really, really impressive. Saints Row, like, man...
That's the thing. Saints Row is pretty much by itself, though.
Yeah, in August. Yeah, pretty much at the end of August. But the thing about Saints Row, right? Saints Row comes out... Oh, no, man. I thought it was later in August. I don't know. Bro, this should be freak me out sometimes. Okay, so it says August 23rd. So after Saints Row comes out, you got like a week or so, and then The Last of Us Part 2 comes out on September 2nd. So I would say you're definitely right as far as competition in August and before anything else pops off and later in September. Yeah, Saints Row is by itself in August.
So, I mean, that's going to be like a huge sale. Like, basically, that's going to sell.
Here's another game. Midnight Suns is also coming out in October on the 7th.
Yeah, that month is way too loaded. Something's going to end up getting lost in the shelf.
Hey, I said, this is what I've been saying. I said, somebody is going to have to move. But I was saying, more people going to have to move. It's not enough that one game moves. Everybody can't be successful in October.
Nah.
No.
But the thing that makes no sense is like Call of Duty, which used to be the big November seller, being moved to October.
Yeah, it's still basically November because of the October 28th. That's basically it. It's gonna be the people gonna still be playing that far into November until God of War comes out.
But that's kind of putting a damper on like where they major, that's a major chunk of where their revenue comes from is during November when they release, because then everybody's big on that first, first month.
We'll see, man.
So
I know Call of Duty gonna have no problem, but everybody else gonna have some problems because you're gonna have problems if you're coming out in October and it's like at least 5 or 6 games coming out in October. I don't think. I think you have some problems.
So, I mean, yeah, they're gonna take a hit.
Yeah, somebody gonna take a hit. Multiple people gonna take a hit. And I think right now, this is something that a lot of people need to start focusing on. They need to start focusing on investing in marketing and advertisement. Do not talk to content creators or YouTubers to try to sell your game. Just talk to talk to somebody else. Don't talk to me. Don't have me sell your game. Look, if I like your game, I'm gonna talk about it. Trust me. You don't have to pay me. I do gamer shit all the time. You don't have to pay me. But as far as some of the other bigger, huge, big motherfuckers out there, no homo, those motherfuckers you really got to pay them money to talk about your game, or they will not talk about your game. They will only talk about the most hyped up game. Prime example, MBG only is talking about God of War. He's been talking about God of War for the last 2 months. He will not touch any other game.
That's the thing. They got to get the YouTubers and influencers who have that market. And they're not aiming for those markets.
They're not aiming for those markets, but they need to. Because if you don't, like you said, your game's going to get lost in translation and you're going to lose a lot of money.
Here, I look at one of the other dudes that I've been following for years. Wooly versus that dude, that's the fighting game guy. Every time a fighting game comes, and when Street Fighter 6 came, well, actually, the announcement for Street Fighter 6 came out. They actually let somebody go and play it. Question I had was like, yo, it's a few people that you know are definitely good at fighting games. It's a few people that people follow because that's what they know them for is fighting games. Why didn't they get to go and play it? You want people to buy your game. How in the world did one dude who, number one, he been a big ass advocate for fucking Killer Instinct forever, how did he get the choice spot to go and play Street Fighter 6 before Justin Wong, before Wooly, shit, even before Smug?
Hey.
And these are the dudes who are the biggest influencers on Street Fighter. So are you telling me that the guys who've been championing your game, even when it was shit, I'm saying Street Fighter 5 because it did come out incomplete, and a lot of people complained about it. How in the hell did they not get first dibs on testing the alpha?
Listen, man.
And I mean, shoot, Justin Wong got at least 20 years in Street Fighter.
Listen. It's all about who has more followers. I give you a brand new prime example. Yesterday, me and the PlayStation Legion had discussed this. This is a part of the topics. This hurt. This hurt. It continues to hurt. This development continues to hurt. And I own the game. I own the game. I play the game. I'm going to be playing it again tomorrow. I'm going to be doing my own small little impressions or / mini review. Since most people can review games without beating them, I do something with this. And I'm going to be posting more gameplay throughout the year, but I'm going to get a video up. I keep saying I'm going to get a video up, but please, like when I do finally get a video up, please support that shit. But look, we talked about Hypercharge Unboxed. I talk about that game all the time. I went out and got it for my gaming PC. It's run perfectly, especially if I'm not running OBS or any other capture device. I noticed that all my games run better. I can do a flawless 30 frames. I can do 60 frames with 720p and shit like that. Different things. So that was the problem when I talked about, my gaming laptop was giving me problems because I kept trying to capture. Now, I do want to capture gameplay while I'm also playing, but it fucks up my experience. I'm going to find a nice balance. Hypercharge Unboxed gave me the least resistance compared to Sunset Overdrive. When I tried to capture and play the game, the frames were dipping probably 10 or less. I don't know. It's just stuttering. The Unreal Engine is a beautiful engine. It works really good on the laptop and it looks amazing. I was blown away about how good it looks on this laptop. It's just blown away. But one of the developers, or all of the developers, went on Clint Eastwood's show yesterday to talk about the game. Now, from what the developer said, they admitted that their game flopped. The early access was in 2017. The game came out in 2020 on a PC and on the Nintendo Switch. It is now 2022. After 2 years on the market, before this advertisement campaign, and we're going to talk about the campaign, it really gets fucked up from here. 2 years on the market, it didn't get any real, push. The people
no
that
traction.
No traction. The people that had it on Switch, they didn't care about playing it or promoting it. The people that had it on PC, they didn't care about playing the game or promoting it or letting anybody know how cool it is. It wasn't until the developers themselves understood that the game was a flop, and I'm guessing they're looking for some money, Game Pass contract. They are up Microsoft's ass. They changed their colors from yellow to green on their Twitter. They got Xbox in their header, hey, Xbox fans, sign up for the newsletter. Let us know that you're interested so we can send these numbers over to Xbox and hopefully they can give us this deal. They're always tweeting Xbox. They're always tweeting Phil Spencer. They're always tweeting at Game Pass. They are desperate. It took a turn for the worse when they went on Clint Eastwood's podcast yesterday. I don't know who told me about this, Thank you for letting me know, but it pissed me the fuck off. Clint Eastwood will never touch this game. He will
Which
never
naturally
touch this
I
game.
would expect that he wouldn't.
So, we know why the developer is doing what they're doing. They're trying to get the Game Pass contract. That contract is going to give them enough money to cover any losses that they have made over the last 2 years from the game not selling good on Switch or PC. But is it about getting the money from the losses they made, or is it about them actually having a good game out there, supporting that game, and having people enjoy the game? Because if you want that, and I told Truwitty this yesterday, they're barking up the wrong tree. If you want to release a game on a platform and expect it to last a long time, you don't release it on Xbox. Look at Halo Infinite.
Which is dead now.
Gears 5.
Shoot, it is dead. Completely dead now.
Forza Horizon 5. Where's all the fanfare for that shit? People talking about Forza Horizon 5 anymore?
No.
Yeah, I don't think it's smart for a small developer that definitely is desperate to get that money back and make, get some money off of the losses that they made over the last 2 years, releasing it on, I'm going to say the wrong platform. If it was the right platform, you wouldn't have to go to Xbox and try to get a Game Pass contract. So the Nintendo Switch people didn't do their part. The PC people didn't do their part. I picked the game up, no problem. I found out about it in 2020. I said, fuck it. I don't want to wait for them to put it on PlayStation because they acting like they don't want to put it over there or talk about PlayStation at all. The only time they mention PlayStation is after Corey found out about the game, and then they started dick riding Corey, and then they wanted to put Kratos in the game. And I'm sitting up here watching this whole shit unfold, and I'm like, nigga, y'all trying to put a PlayStation character toy in your fucking game, and you're telling PlayStation gamers that they basically have to wait because you want to put the game on Xbox first to get that Game Pass contract, which hasn't even been set in stone yet. That's what's so funny about the whole situation. Nothing has been set in stone. No release date, no confirmation that they have the contract, nothing.
Well, I mean, shoot, that comes down to them sitting up there having that moment of clarity where it's like, yo, we knew who we could go after to get an easy buck. Like that's basically what it was. We knew who we could sit up there and have come.
But is Microsoft gonna give them that contract knowing that they already failed? Or are they gonna try to put that money to good use on a bigger game? If I know Microsoft, knowing that they don't have any games this year, they're going to try to put that money on a Game Pass contract for a bigger game.
No, man, because I mean, looking at stuff, this came to a question about like the whole deal with subscription services anyway, is that they don't actually care about putting the content on there. They just want you to forget that you got it.
Some insurance
companies
mascots. NJM is known for
so they would throw that money at them just to sit up there and be like, yo, we want to make sure that you forget that you had it. We got all this content on here that ain't worth shit just because we want you not to look at it and be interested in it, so that you forget that you have the service, and we keep on milking your wallet while you forget that you have the service.
Yep.
So, to me, I'm looking at them like, yo, of course I sit up there and throw money at a company that want to put a game on my service because it makes it look less appealing.
Mm-hmm. Now, this is what I was saying. They haven't did anything yet. Why not? They've been talking about your gamers, promoting your game, their game towards the Xbox community. They've been trying to talk to Phil Spencer and Game Pass publicly on Twitter almost every fucking day. They're going out of their way to get their game noticed, and after this hype fades away, this boost that they're on right now, once it fades away, the game goes back to the normal status of it being dead, right? And they're talking about they can't get the game on Xbox as of right now. They saying it's gonna be the middle of next year. But you're fucking hyping this shit up. You keep talking about, oh, Xbox fans, sign a newsletter, let people know that you're interested. But the facts of it is you can't get the game on Xbox until the middle of next year. Like, Xbox needs games now. That's what I'm saying. They need games now. And that's how bad they're in the hole. They don't have enough money to release the game on Xbox now. They're hoping that they can get that confirmation for the Game Pass contract so they can finally put the game on Xbox. But they don't have enough money to do it themselves. That's how small of a developer they are. The game looks great, but financially they're small, and they lost a lot of money. Obviously, they cannot sit up here and say they made enough money to self-publish the game on Xbox and PlayStation, because if they did, they would have did it already. If you guys wanted to know who the guy is, it's the guy down below. That's the guy, one of the developers out of the 5 that is going on different podcasts and the more outspoken of all of them. His name is Hypercharge Joe. He appeared on Clint Eastwood's podcast yesterday to talk about the game. But as you know, Clint Eastwood, as you can see behind him, has nothing but controllers and records. He's not a gamer. He's not. He's a piece of shit. But one thing we do know about Clint is he's not gonna play anything.
He's a hardware collector.
Yeah.
Dude, anytime you see somebody who got more controllers than game footage, they collect hardware. They don't really care about playing the game. They just like to have the stuff that look good. Yeah, so again, I've tried to reach out to the developer. They have confirmed on a dealer podcast that they know who I am and that I have reached out to them. For some reason, discovering their game before any of the Xbox fans, supporting them and saying that I want to support them when they put their game on PlayStation, I want to give them my money, it was not enough. Again, they went to the Clint Eastwood podcast, and again, it's more about the popularity. It's not about if people really like your game. And when developers do stuff like this is when you kind of don't want to fuck with them no more. So when the game comes to PlayStation, it's a possibility I'm gonna grab that shit day one. But I'm not sure if every other PlayStation fan gonna feel the same way watching this developer parade around on Xbox side. And then the developer knows they're gonna bring it to PlayStation, but they're like treating Xbox like they're better and shit. And it's like, we all looking at you like, well, you made your bed. Don't be upset when the more popular platform that has more consoles sold and more dedicated gamers don't fucking support your game. And you're going to depend on us more, you depend on them, because when you do put the game on Xbox, it's going to be on Game Pass. They're going to dip their feet in. They're going to fucking walk away. Over here, we're going to buy the game. We're going to have a reason to stay because we invested in it. And we're going to play it. Which brings me to a point. What's even the point anymore of having an Xbox console if they've already basically started pumping the service? Like, they just start putting out commercials about the service on Samsung TVs. There's no point in having the console in.
Oh, I heard something about that yesterday, and that's not on the topics, but I do want to see if we can cover that. You said there was a new commercial?
Yeah. YouTube was running for a while.
I heard something about this yesterday, but we didn't go live yesterday. So Samsung,
because you want to be getting the Xbox app that will allow you to play all their games.
Samsung Xbox. Let me see if I can find this trailer. 12 days ago, 11 days ago, 8 days ago, 1 month ago. Samsung a month ago, 3 days ago, Xbox gaming, blah blah blah, Samsung Smart TV. Here's one. This one's from Brazil. I'm gonna go take a look at this one. I won't be able to. I probably won't know what the fuck they're saying, but I'm gonna go take a look at it.
Shoot. The only thing I can think, that commercial came out by mistake.
Oh, you talking about the one I'm looking at from 3 days ago?
No, I'm talking about the actual one that I saw. That thing had to come out by mistake.
Where did you see it at?
First time I saw it, I was watching. Damn, what was that? Because they always like to put their commercials and shit on like fucking Hulu or fucking regular TV, so they know people ain't gonna look at it unless they watch regular TV. And I think it was like during like WWE SmackDown or Monday Night Raw. That was the first time. Second time, it was a YouTube video.
But these TVs aren't cheap, right? The specific Samsung model that you need to buy.
The model that you need to buy is expensive as shit.
Huh?
The model that you need to buy to get. Well, that's the thing, though. That doesn't make any sense. Why in the world would you only have the app available for the strongest TV and the most expensive TV when most of the people aren't gonna buy that TV?
Oh, this is the same trailer. The one they posted 3 days ago is the one they posted 12 days ago. But I never saw this one. They're basically people sitting on the couch playing Xbox games on their TV without the box being there, but the controllers are there. Wait up. Well, hold on. Is that a PS5 controller on the table?
See, I bet you nobody noticed that.
That's a PS5 controller right there. We gotta pause that one before they blur it. They blur it when they start to focus in on Xbox. Before the words pop up. It's not blurred. I'm gonna see if I can catch it real quick. Yep, that's a PS5 controller.
Wow.
And I'm guessing that black one is a Nintendo Switch controller.
Shit, all that tells me is that they basically.
I mean, if you can hook up an Xbox controller to your Samsung Smart TV to play games, I'm guessing you can also use a PlayStation controller too, because why else would you put that on the fucking table? You don't have a PlayStation console underneath the TV in the advertisement.
We did, but you know, movie magic, you can edit it out.
So weird, man. But Microsoft's not making money off of each TV that's sold, right?
No.
They're only making money off of if you're subscribed to Game Pass or xCloud and the controller, but that's it. Are they that desperate to be in people's houses that they forego the hardware that you would need to buy? Like, so confusing. Bro, I think you're breaking up a little bit.
I even set up the other. Oh, sorry, but no, I'm saying, like, why would you even bother spending $500 on the box on top of spending $1,000 or $2,000 on the TV? You know?
Yeah, it don't make no sense, man. That makes no sense.
Like, basically, they basically, unless that was a mistake, they are planning to get the hell out the console space and just put that fucking app out there.
This is a big discussion. This is a big discussion to have. I definitely want it to be a part of Sunday show topics, but if we can talk on it between me and you.
Huh? That was something. Like I said, that was something that just kind of like popped out to me, and I was like, "Wait a minute, why is nobody saying anything about this?"
But see, this is the thing. I think I've had one conversation with True Witty and maybe Games and some other PlayStation Legion members, and what we have noticed, or what I told them, this could be a really, really sloppy exit. How do you exit the console race when your fans are so fucking, like they are? They're so passionate about the console war. How do you announce that we're leaving? go play your games over here? Like, how do you come out and say, play your games over here, we're leaving?
You slowly shift them to somebody else. Like,
But see, and I talked to True Witty about this 3 weeks ago. I remember this. I said, the hardcore Xbox fans won't want to go anywhere else to play the games. They already have avenues to play their games elsewhere. And a lot of the hardcores are not going over there. And that's why I said, how do you leave the console race when your more passionate fans don't want to go anywhere else to play their games?
They're going to pull a Sega on them.
Again, it's going to be sloppy, man. It's not it wasn't, look, people didn't like it when Sega did it. But right now, with Microsoft obviously having more money than Sony, it's going to be really weird for them to take such a big public L by getting rid of the Xbox brand. Or getting rid of the Xbox division. Or I don't know, migrating. I don't know how you say this, because once you get out of the console race, but you're still you're still putting your brand out there in TVs and tablets and computer. It's like you're not really gone, but you are gone. You're kind of like a Jedi, like like the spirit form. You're there, but you're really not there.
But that's the thing. That's the whole point from the get-go, is that they not making money off of consoles like they want to. So let's make a brand that
breaking up.
I said basically they don't have to make hardware. They don't have to. All they got to do is live off the brand.
A smile. I understand what it's for. I know this is for casuals, but again, this is a catalyst to get out of the console race. If you stop wanting casuals to buy your box and you just try to steer them somewhere else, I mean, that sends me a lot of signals that you want to get out. You know you can't get them to buy the box because your box is not enticing enough. So you try to say, hey, well, whatever it takes. Just pay us fucking $10 a month to play Game Pass on your fucking TV and get a controller. I mean, it sounds really fucking pathetic. I mean, at that point in time, you gave up. Xbox gave up a long time ago. But this is like a new, I quit. I know I can't get you to tell your mommy and daddy that the Xbox is worth a damn. So we're going to force our way into your house anyway. Just pay us $9 a month and buy a controller.
So I'm looking at it like, if I'm the only person that really saw this shit, that really looked at it and was like, that's weird. Then I know the hardcores did not see this shit. And
they see everything. They just ignore that shit. Especially the hardcore Xbox fans. They see a lot of shit. They just ignore it. That's one thing I know about them motherfuckers. They see this shit.
Millions of people saw this shit. You can't ignore that. Millions of casual TV watchers saw that same motherfucking thing and probably looked at it, was like, oh, they coming out with an app now. I was going to buy a damn console, but I guess I don't have to.
I mean, I'm perfectly fine with Xbox leaving the console race. They prepared themselves. They have their, you can play their games on cell phones, tablets, the Steam Deck. You can play it on PC. You can play some of their games like Minecraft on Nintendo Switch and PlayStation, and some of the Bethesda games on Nintendo Switch and PlayStation and PC. And then now you can play the shit on smart TVs. I think they're in a good position to leave. You're not making a lot of money via your hardware. People can still find other ways to play your games on their platform. Play your games on other platforms, and that's just really it. I think the nail in the coffin would be them successfully getting Halo on PlayStation or getting Gears on PlayStation, you know, or like maybe a Forza on PlayStation, like that right there let you know it's over. Or probably by the time they even do that, they already leave the console race. Right now, even their best games is not enough for the hardcore gamers to invest in the hardware, and that right there is a problem. Also, the fact that they're taking too long to produce high quality content that makes you feel proud to own the piece of hardware is a big problem too. We're looking at the entire 2022 where they were not able to bring out high quality software to sell the hardware. No system sellers, no exclusives, no AAA big budget titles all year. Sony is dropping 4 major ones. 4 major ones. What you say, Rob?
Dude, this shit looking bad because, I mean, honestly, they in a position to where, like, whoever bought this console is looking at them sideways like, what the fuck did I spend $500 for?
Yeah, if I was a hardcore gamer and I continued to see the advertisement. Now, let's put it this way. If they saw it one time, they might just shrug it off. But if they continue to see these focused advertisements, and while they're watching sports, while they're watching TV, you know, when they see it on the side of a website, they're going to feel some type of way. I mean, let's be honest. I mean, you know, we got to look at it this way. They can't feel any type of way. They already don't buy games. Like, how can they speak out and tell Xbox not to go in this direction when they've already literally said they don't care about Xbox by not buying games? Like, Halo came out, they didn't buy it. Forza came out, they didn't buy it. Gears came out, they didn't buy it. They played it through Game Pass, but they didn't buy any of these games.
And that's what they getting what they asked for.
Exactly. Speak with your wallet. And the way the Xbox community has been speaking is, yeah, we don't want to support you, but if you have your subscription service and put these games in there, we'll support the service. And because so many Xbox fans mindlessly are running around talking about Game Pass is the service that they're putting on other platforms. Because they believe the Xbox console gamers love Game Pass so much that once they get rid of the box, they'll go wherever Game Pass is. They're sadly mistaken. They're sadly fucking mistaken.
Shoot, I'm looking at it like this. There's not too many people that's going to sit up there and keep Game Pass. If they keep on raising the price, they're going to end up having a problem with Game Pass versus Truebill.
Yeah. Well, they're trying their best not to raise the price. They're going to have to, though.
Yeah, they do. And the thing about it is,
Game Pass is the center of everything going on with Xbox. And people on Game Pass are already not buying it. You know, they're getting those $1 deals or using Game Pass for 3 months by creating a new email. Like, they're trying their best to fuck Xbox over. And this is the Xbox fanboys that are doing this shit. They're going to have to raise the price.
They going to kill that shit. They going to end up killing the shit, and they're going to be sitting up there wondering why, like, oh, man, remember Halo? Yeah, we remember Halo. It ain't around no more. Shoot, remember Gears? Yeah, totally remember Gears. You got to buy a retro console just to play it. I mean, I'm looking at it like this. That shit, everything that they're doing is forcing them to lose stuff that they wanted so badly. They wonder why they can't get quality, you won't pay for it. They wonder why they can't get a sequel, you won't pay for it. They wonder why you can't get new IPs, you won't pay for it. Like, damn, I ain't never seen nobody sit up there and say $15 a month is enough for $1 billion, $2 billion game.
Or $1 for 3 months or $1 for a whole year can help a company.
I'm going to come here and say to stop the slander.
Oh goodness.
Stop the slander.
Okay, let's give him an L. Let's start out.
Yeah,
Start the
can't take
morning
this
out
L.
right. Let's give him an L. Fuck it. Nah, but True Witty, man, like we don't talk about this enough. Raising the price of Game Pass.
It's gonna go up.
It has to go up, bro. I think that Game Pass is going up in price next year, and that's why they push back everything until next year.
That makes sense.
So you don't have a fucking choice.
But what way to sit up there and
But,
make them
but the thing is though, but the thing is though, Jay, you also got to take into consideration. A lot of people they still have that $1 deal whenever you first sign up. So everyone's gonna still create a new account and just get this service for $1.
I know, and I've talked to you about this pro-consumer marketing push that they've been doing over the last couple of years. At a certain point in time, you're gonna have to stop being a friend to the gamers and be a fucking business.
You're gonna have to start being a business, yeah.
Because you're not gonna survive just saying, "Hey, keep taking advantage of us. Yay, keep taking advantage of us." No, man. No.
I mean, shit.
Why do you think they multiple years in a row PlayStation Plus was making more money than Xbox Live and Game Pass combined? Why do you think that? Because Sony doesn't let people nickel and dime them. Doesn't let them cheat them out.
Don't get it twisted. Sony had a 14-day trial for any new user, but
they did. They had a 14.
They
had that trial, and they had a $1 trial for PlayStation Now. I remember that. But they don't do it like Game Pass. They don't do that shit like Game Pass. No.
Once you use it, you can't use it again.
Nope.
But Game Pass, you can use that as many times. As long as they have a promotion going on, you can use that constantly. It's crazy.
And I think that's a glitch in the system. I think they're doing that by mistake too.
No, I know they're doing that on purpose.
No, they're doing it on purpose. But
that's the thing, though. Like, yo, you sitting up there begging somebody to come and jump on your shit when it's like, dude, you going against everything, every single thing that would make somebody purchase your shit.
Yeah, but I'm gonna tell you why though. Here's the thing with a lot of people is not taking into consideration. They're doing all of this simply to say that we made this work. You see what I'm saying? If they can convince everybody else that they're making it work, and they can convince that we're making money off of this, you'll then push the narrative that a service can work, and you'll get everybody else to jump into a service model type gaming. And then you could sit back and do barely anything and survive without and have everyone else waste their money and waste their time. By the end of the day, you weren't making money, but now you can sit back and do barely anything because you know they believe and everyone else around you believes that the service is working.
It's still fraud. Like, dude, that's fraud. You can get lawsuits for that.
Hey, but it's a strategy that can work. You don't have to. You remember, you're not the one telling people that it's a service that works. Everyone else is doing it for you. So you're not the one telling them that it works. All your fan base is telling everyone it works and it's making money. When's the last time Phil Spencer come out and he said it once, he said it a few times, but when the last time he came out and said Game Pass is making money? All the fanboys are doing that. You see what I'm saying? They're not. Then if a court was to come to them and say, you keep saying that it's working, but it's not, and it's not. All they have to say, when the last time we said that? We said that once, but we ain't said that again. When the last time we said that? But no, they haven't. It's their fanboys that keep saying that shit. Because they condition their fanboys to keep to let people know that Game Pass is a great service. So all they will go around and do and say Game Pass is working. See, Phil said this ages ago. Game Pass is working. Game Pass is sustainable. Without looking at the fact that sustainable means that when it's sustainable, it means it's not making money. It's only making enough to survive.
They pulled the Nintendo. They pulling a fucking Nintendo where Nintendo was like, yo, we can sit up there and not make any money and still last for like 4 decades.
Yes.
Oh man, that's crazy.
That's what they're doing. They don't have to do anything as long as people are telling people that it works. And when the people go around telling people that it works, you don't gotta do nothing. All you gotta do is sit back and just pump out a few games once a year, twice a year, and that's it. And if you know the worst part about it is they're getting a bunch of third-party developers to come in and put their games on the service, so it looks like they're always getting something. They're getting something all through the year, even though it's not first party.
They're more of a rival to Steam than they are to PlayStation and Nintendo.
Exactly. They're doing whatever they can to make it seem as if their service is the best service on the planet. And the funny thing is, everyone is jumping on it because guess what? It seems that way because everyone is talking about it. They got the whole community to talk about it. And when you got the whole community to talk about it, all you got to do is sit back and just let the money pile up.
So what's to say that they don't end up going full steam and say, you know what? Fuck it. We gonna sit up there and start throwing these deals out to make people come to us instead of going to Steam and go full app like Steam did.
There's nothing stopping them because that's where the whole system is going at the end. If you look at every show that Xbox does, what is the main factor that you see them put out every time they show a game? Game Pass. It's always game. You never see them. You barely see them say Xbox. You always see them say Game Pass. Game Pass is there first before Xbox because that's what they're pushing. They don't care about the console. They only care about the service, and the service is what they're doing all of this for. All these acquisitions.
So this, I wanted to butt in here because there was something I wanted to bring to both of y'all attention about this, and it's they used to try to inflate Game Pass numbers by allowing this type of activity, and then count the number of how many people are using it as real subscribers, but in reality, they're only using the service, through these fucked up ways of creating new emails or shit like that. And they would just count, remember True, they would just count every fucking user. Let's say, hey, this is a Game Pass subscriber. So we got to a number about 24 to 25 million subscribers. And I believe that was almost 2 years ago. Next year marked 2 years before we had that update. I noticed that in the month of June, we didn't get a new update. It's July, and it's July 12th. That means in 3 more days, we will be at the middle of the month. And then by next week, we'll be really at the very end of the month. And we're going to be in August before you know it, people. They have not given us an update on the Game Pass subscribers, meaning that they have probably dropped tremendously. And why wouldn't they? You don't have any fucking games. Why wouldn't the number drop if you didn't have any games? Nobody's subscribing just to subscribe, huh?
But that's what I'm saying. The thing is, they don't have to until the fiscal year. They don't have to tell you anything because the theory is that it's
the fiscal year was this year, bro. It was earlier this year. Remember Sony had given out that. Remember the roadmap? We covered it, and they were like talking about how many copies sold for the different PC games. Remember we got that information? Xbox went before them, and they still didn't give us a Game Pass number. Xbox went before Sony when it came to giving us the fiscal year information. We just hit the fiscal year around April and May. So Microsoft didn't give us a new update on Game Pass numbers.
I got a question.
What's up?
Go ahead.
How much does a year of Steam cost?
A what?
How much does Steam cost?
A year of Steam. A year of Steam. I don't think they have a subscription service.
They don't have a service. They don't have a service.
Is that a joke?
They don't actually. So how in the hell? Because I mean, it just feels weird to me.
Simply by selling games. Steam makes money simply by selling games. They don't have a service.
Yeah, they don't have it, but it's the most used storefront on PC.
Yeah, exactly. Like no one else wants you. If you put something on Epic, they ain't gonna buy it.
Yeah, even
They
if
only
you
wanna buy it
they only go to Epic if Epic's giving out something for free. Other than that, they go straight to Steam. But the good thing about Epic is, you know, they have so much fucking money that they didn't fucking get spooked out and leave like Xbox with their storefront. You know, like Epic just said, "Fuck you guys, we're here to stay." Yeah, Epic has not left yet, and PC fans are pissed off about that. Top 6 Xbox commercial. No, that's not what I want to see.
At the end of the day, nothing will change.
So we don't got numbers on Xbox Game Pass. I'm assuming that the numbers have dropped tremendously. Xbox fans are still creating new emails to get free Game Pass access or paying $1 to get Game Pass access. So Microsoft really isn't making any money off of Game Pass at all. Game Pass isn't as good. I talked about this on Twitter.
But Jay, you gotta also take into consideration every email that is created, and everyone that actually even if you create an email address and sign up for Game Pass, once you're counted as a number. So even if you're creating like a bunch of accounts just to get a dollar deal every single time, that person is counted as a number, and it increased the Game Pass.
Yes, that's true.
And but
if somebody unsubscribes that's not pulling that stunt, if somebody's not pulling that stunt and they're a paying subscriber to Game Pass and they unsubscribe, that number is actually subtracted. We're talking about the people that said Game Pass don't have any games this year for me. I'm going to unsubscribe until next year because Microsoft could not wait to let everybody know that we're delaying all our games to the next year. They publicly let their whole gaming community know that a month ago. You think that a lot of people are still subscribed to Game Pass? No. What did they do? They were like, well, we're not even going to pull this stunt with the $1 deals because guess what? All of your good, worthwhile games are either coming out next year or beyond that. No one needs Game Pass. And I was talking about this on Twitter. With the FTC ruling in May, a lot of influencers had to stop hyping up Game Pass. And then PlayStation Plus Premium came out and it was like...
Here's the thing. Are these influencers that were hyping up Game Pass before, they were paid, right?
Obviously. They had to be paid, bro.
Yeah. Doesn't this ruling affect the people who are being paid?
Yes, that's why I just said it, True Woody. Listen to me. I just said that's why they stopped. The ruling went into effect in the beginning of May. And after the beginning of May, bro, all of that shit stopped because they saw the ruling and they didn't want to get in trouble.
I'm just making a point though. People who aren't being paid like certain fanboys, they are still pushing that. So Microsoft they can't really be, some people can't really be stopped by pushing Game Pass. Some YouTubers,
but not the ones that matter. Okay, if Carl Eastwood hypes up Game Pass, it doesn't matter. Why? Because the people that Carl Eastwood talk to know about Game Pass, right? His loyal subscribers know about Game Pass. They know what's good. They know what's bad. That you're not going to change their mind, even if you're called, because they already know who you are. They know about Game Pass. They probably already subscribe, or they just don't give a fuck about it. We're talking about people with even bigger influence on other places besides YouTube. And those individuals are no longer talking about Game Pass because of FTC rule. The other people that kept talking about Game Pass to the subscribers over the last couple years, they're not going to influence anything from their subscribers. Either their subscribers already are dedicated to Game Pass or they don't give a fuck about it. They're not going to be able to change their mind because they love those people for so long. They watch those YouTubers for so long. This ruling was about other people coming into the gaming space, getting paid by Microsoft to try to sway the opinions of other gamers. Similar to what Paris did recently. how he wants to talk shit about a $70 game that's exclusive to PlayStation, but completely ignores all the other $70 games that are on Xbox or PC. So, like, it's the shit that he's doing that the FTC ruling was made for. Not for your YouTubers that have been around here, like Cult, that have been around here for a couple years just doing this type of shit. He can't fucking influence anybody outside of his orbit. That's what I'm trying to say. Paris was talking to people that were completely outside of his orbit.
Nigga, Paris actually works for Xbox, it seems. So these are,
I don't know what it seems, though. It seems like it. But he was talking to people like younger people, casuals. Like, he was influencing other people to think the way he was thinking about not buying games and PlayStation's anti-consumer. It's like the FTC ruling scared a lot of them enough that they had to stop, and that's what I wanted. Because a lot of them wasn't real, and if they were real, they would have kept doing it. But they were obviously all paid. That shit literally stopped. The middle of May towards the end of May, when the ruling came out, they stopped. And it was perfect timing because PlayStation Plus Premium was right on the horizon, and it was just fucking over. Game Pass, got it on my PC and my Xbox. He made a song about that.
That's the song. That's the song that freaking Kid Smooth made.
Oh God. I mean, what I care about right now is people telling me, what's on Game Pass this year worth buying. You know, it's that one game made by Bethesda that looked like a cartoon game, and then it's Scorn. So, like, they don't have shit, man. There's no way you gonna stay subscribed to that service. Nah, man. Nah. Okay. Let's go check out some games real quick before we...
That song is straight ash.
Here we go. Sessions. I remember Sessions. I think Sessions was first on PC, and then Xbox was able to get it early, and I think it went over to Xbox last year. Now the game is finally coming to PlayStation. This is the shit that really hurts game developers when they are under these type of contracts and they are put on a platform that doesn't care about their game first, and then they're put on the release their game on a platform that actually does care about their games. Sadly, I already have Tony Hawk. That's the premium skateboarding game. I will not be buying this. And the fact they made me wait. See, if I was able to play and buy this game before Tony Hawk came out, they would have been able to get my money. But because I have the premium game, I don't need this shit.
What is this?
It's Sessions. It's an indie skateboarding game.
Oh, I see.
It was first on Xbox last year. And guess who's making it? Nikon.
God damn.
I know.
No, they're doing way too much, and
I wouldn't touch that shit with a 50-foot pole. Fuck Nikon. I mean, I don't really fuck with them like that, and I just think they on the low key side, a low quality side, and I'm not fucking with anybody on low quality side, man. Oh no.
They're trying. I think they're trying to be a publisher with the smallest team possible. And I don't see why that's just not necessary.
I mean, they producing a lot, but I think they producing too much. They don't have any games this year. Nick, yeah, they don't have any games this year, man. So, I don't expect us to ever get the Game Pass numbers, because if you give the numbers, they're going to either be at the same exact spot or they're going to be lower than where they were. Because like I said, I know they lost subscribers this year. Why else wouldn't you lose subscribers? Shit, Netflix lost a shitload of subscribers. So what makes you think Game Pass didn't lose subscribers for not having games?
Yeah, but Netflix gives numbers.
I know. That's what I'm saying. We didn't get any numbers there on their physical announcement. So I don't think we're ever going to get any numbers. And the reason why is because the numbers have gone lower. And they are not going to publicly announce that their numbers have gone lower. So we don't expect any more Game Pass numbers. They're going to keep hyping it up, but they won't give any numbers.
I wonder what number they're trying to hit to actually before they think that buying publishers is enough.
Maybe
Because
100 million paying subscribers, people that are not trying to scam them out of money. If they can get 100 million concurrent paying subscribers, I think that'll be something, a very nice goal. I mean, look, Disney Plus was able to get it. Netflix was able to get it. PlayStation got 50 million or more.
You're gonna be spending probably $1 trillion just to get that much. And they're $500 billion. Sorry, not $1 trillion. My bad. Damn. They're not. They're not. I don't think they're gonna stop until they actually reach their goal. And that's if they can reach their goal.
This Valkyrie Elysium, every time I look at this gameplay, it's just fucking great. Love it, bro. I'm watching it now for the 5th time, and I'm seeing parry attacks, and it's just really like, oh, they got parry in here. That's fucking dope. Oh man, I can't wait for this fucking game, man. I'm excited about this one.
Jay.
Yeah.
Verge asked, "Are you cool with Chris Righteous?"
Who?
Chris Righteous.
I don't know him. I think he's from Twitter, but I don't think I know him, so I guess not. I mean, I don't know if I hate him or anything. I just don't know the dude like that, but I think I saw him on Twitter. So what's the question? What's up, Verge? We saw Kevin Mack, but I don't know if he replied to accepting the debate or if he want to still debate. But I definitely still want to debate him because he wanted to debate.
Kevin Mack pussied out.
But he came. He came to the stream today. Like everything was cool, but
today.
Yeah, he came today. Before you came here, he was here this morning. Guess what happened? Trials of Midgard. Remember that game? First on PlayStation Plus. Finally coming to Xbox. Rated R. Let's go test that out. It's only a 32-second trailer. Let's see what's going down. Are they going to have to pay for the game or will it be on Game Pass?
Let's see.
It looked like they got boats now. You can make boats. I always thought this game was good, bro, but we could never find enough people to fill a lobby to get shit done. I thought it was a great game. So, here we go. Tribes of Midgard, pre-order now. Play August 16th, which is next month. Xbox Series X and S, Xbox One. Let's continue to let it play.
So it's not hitting Game Pass.
It doesn't look like it's hitting Game Pass. Interesting. Game first on PlayStation Plus. I believe it hit PlayStation Plus last year. It's finally going to Xbox next month.
Wait, hold on. Halo co-op delayed again?
True, are you really surprised? We put that in the red alerts all yesterday. It was all over Twitter. You didn't see it on Twitter either? Bro, everybody was talking about it all yesterday night.
Fucking hell.
True, where do you be at, bro? Where does this guy go?
I was talking to Sony about my shit.
All yesterday?
No, not all yesterday. I just could not. I just was doing other shit yesterday.
Were they able to help you or give you any insight on what's going down?
They got my thing to get reinstalled, the update, and I did a stream last night, and it seemed to. I don't know if it worked or not, but I streamed longer than I ever had before. So
okay,
I don't know. I'll have to do another
I think
stream.
you gotta believe in Game Pass. That's what I think.
I
Or
don't.
you need to go to Frog Island.
Frog Island.
Yeah, go to Frog Island.
I ain't going to jump around
So
like that. I'm good.
time on Frog Island seems to be an Animal Crossing game. And this would mark the third Animal Crossing game after Animal Crossing got really popular in 2020 that a developer has made. We gotta see what's going down here.
Oh, he says oh, Verge said he's been speaking on you. That's what he asked.
Oh well, he's just one of them fucking haters. But I know he got me blocked or something. But you can Verge, you can hit me up in the DMs on Twitter and give me his Twitter name so I can check out some stuff. But I don't really know to do like that. I got people talking about me that I don't even really fucking know. So it's like,
why do everyone love talking about you?
It's like an easy W for them. Like they're boring people, and it's the only way they can get people. I thought this was an Animal Crossing game. I have no idea what the fuck this shit is now. Frog Island, huh?
That was it.
Frog Island is out now. Is it on Game Pass? No, it's not on Game Pass.
No, it's not. I should know. I should have known that.
Is it weird that a lot of shit, like I think that a lot of games this year won't be on the Game Pass. And I think it might be a little harder for developers to get that contract because there are so many games Microsoft has to self-publish next year. And they're going to save that money. Blood Brawl 3, the Goblin football game, I guess.
I thought Microsoft had money.
Well, that's what everybody keeps telling me.
They got money.
There you go, Spartan. They got money, but they not putting a lot of games in the Game Pass this year. And if I was them, I would drop a lot of money to get some of the bigger games in the Game Pass, like Gotham Knights, maybe Golem. Maybe you can get Golem in there.
I think when we say that statement, we tend to forget they have money. You know how huge Microsoft is, bro.
I know, but Xbox can't keep spending money like nobody's business without Microsoft saying, hey, bro, stop that shit. Like, you got to really start bringing in some bread for you to get the freedom to keep asking them for money. Can't keep asking them for money and you're not making anything.
No, they make money, but not profit. That's the thing. They make a lot of revenue.
I really want to know who wanted a Golem game.
That's making money.
Everybody was hyping this game up, and I don't think anybody really wanted this game.
What do you say, Jordan?
I said, yeah, you're right. They're sustainable, not profitable.
Exactly. That's the thing. Like, you can't stay at the same rate or go up by like 750 million. That's still not enough in investors' eyes. Because honestly, right now, if we had the 360 Microsoft right now, there would be no Game Pass. Y'all know that.
Bro,
but even with Game Pass, bro, honestly, I've said it before. The only way for Game Pass to be successful, and this is any service, including PlayStation Plus or fucking EA Access or Origin, you already know. You have to have every third-party game in it. Like, it's just a storefront, basically.
Listen, I've heard Xbox dudes say that this gen Xbox is not the same as last gen Xbox, and I said to them, I don't see a difference.
I mean,
I'll see a difference. I see a
difference, but they're not beating PlayStation.
Here's my reason. I think it's worse. Xbox last gen. Hold on. Let me say what I gotta say before you say what you say. What I'm saying is that last gen, they at least tried. They got games at the start of the generation. They brought out games all the way up to the end of the generation, even though they weren't good. They got our games. This gen, they started with 0 games. They barely brought out 2 games, and we are almost halfway through the generation.
Correct. But it's funny. I'm gonna use what you said. Your statement. You said Xbox guys have said this is not the same Xbox as last gen.
Yep.
And the reason you could say it is because it's not Xbox, the company, that didn't make a difference. It's them. They didn't make a difference from this gen to last. You see, I remember when Forza Horizon 3 came out in, I believe, 2016, them niggas bought that game. Shit, I bought the game. I ain't gonna lie, I bought the game. That shit was gorgeous. They bought that fucking game. I think 10 million in a very quick time. They didn't buy games last gen, and they didn't this gen. Now they have an excuse for Game Pass. Xbox have changed. They gave you more options. Even in last gen, they bought out games and said, okay, if you don't want to spend so much, we got all access. You can do payments. They came out with so many ways to not only get you the console and games at the same time, and they did nothing to support it. When they say it's not the same Xbox, yes, it is. They give you more options now, even with this cloud shit. Not a lot of games, but they're trying to build up a first party. That's what they're trying to do, make your first party the priority. That's a difference between last gen and the gen before that. That's a big change. They have so many studios, and it takes time to make games. Okay, we understand. They're not dependent on third-party games as much anymore. That's the biggest change within Microsoft. I don't think nobody sees that at Xbox.
You said they're not depending on third-party games anymore?
No, they're not trying to make that the priority anymore like they did. That's the original Xbox. The first one, that was their mentality, having games of their own. They're trying to do that again. And wherever you play it, it's your decision. That's the biggest change. Now, why they still got to depend on third-party for, filler when they don't have a game, it's not their focus anymore, which I'll condemn them on, and actually proud of that, even though they should have been to that. But they should have followed Sony. That's what they're doing right now, trying to follow Sony.
Well,
but the ways to play it is different. I think Sony is following Microsoft.
I feel like they can do whatever the fuck they want. They just not gonna do anything good, man. When they move to the TV, that's cool. You gotta want to mess with third party or don't mess with third party. Doesn't really matter. You mess with them, you're not gonna be as popular with PlayStation. You don't mess with them, you're gonna lose the deals to PlayStation. I see the Callisto Protocol has the promotional rights with PlayStation. Like, I mean,
that shit look like Metal Gear Solid. The image, the front looks like a scene where Snake was on a plane for Metal Gear, the Phantom Pain when it was raining. That shit looks exactly like it, and I was like, "Oh shit, it makes sense."
It was giving me a little bit of Death Stranding vibes. I wasn't a big Metal Gear fan growing up, so it's kind of reminds me of Death Stranding when he had the baby in his hand. It was one of the promotional artworks that I saw for Death Stranding, and that's what Callisto Protocol. But again, as popular as Dead Space is about to be with the remake, and this game come out before Dead Space, Sony being able to get this marketing right. And the Dead Space community was, big on PlayStation. Remember, they added the character of PlayStation All-Stars.
Yeah.
So, it was, again, I mean, this promotional with that, Sony might be able to get the promotional with either Madden or fucking basketball. They definitely have Call of Duty.
They got basketball already.
Yeah, they got Hogwarts. They got fucking Square Enix in their pocket. I mean...
Wait, I just realized something. Based on what you just said. Sorry to interrupt. Mm-hmm. Jay, have you noticed most of the space games recently, like Space, have been marketed with PlayStation recently? Yeah. Think about it. No Man's Sky and Mass Effect Andromeda was marketed with PlayStation. You have Returnal, which is Space. Dead Space is coming back because it was in the Road to PS5 showing. You know that. And then Star Wars, Knights of the Old Republic. is also. I just fucking realized what they. Oh, they locked all the space, and then they got Destiny. They had which multi-plat. Which
Hey
is
Nick,
also,
I saw that announcement. We don't really normally cover Nintendo news, but we will cover this little trailer real quick. From what I was gathering, and I didn't play a lot of Fall Guys, but it looks kind of like Fall Guys. The new Kirby game, the Kirby Dream Buffet game. So obviously, right here, it don't look like Fall Guy. It just look like Kirby about to eat this cake. But when you get into the gameplay, and it's like 4-player, and I think Fall Guys is on Switch. I think. I know it's on Xbox, but is it on Switch? Anybody know?
It's on PC.
It's on PC. It's on Xbox. It's on PlayStation. But this Kirby game is a 4-player multiplayer co-op multiplayer game, and it remind. Oh no, it's more than that. It's more than that, and it's like you just going down the hill, and it really reminds me a little bit of.
It's on Switch. It's on Switch.
It's on Switch. Okay, it reminds me of Fall Guys. It's it looks like it's gonna be competitive. And I like it. I mean, you know, I'm a big fan of food and video games, and I love me some Kirby. So, I mean, you know Nintendo, they gonna have some games out there. They got what? Fall Guys?
Let me see for real. I'm about to search this shit.
What's on phones? The Kirby game?
Fall Guys.
Fall Guys. Okay, I'm about to say. I thought you were talking about the Kirby game.
Bro, what the fuck that is? Wow, I never knew that.
Well, there we go. A new Kirby game for Nintendo Switch fans. It's all got food on it. Thank you, Nick, for reminding me about that.
Oh, you also mentioned about people having Sony in their back pocket. They also got Capcom.
Yes. They're gonna have Capcom in their back pocket for one reason, and one reason specifically. They own Evo, and Capcom's entire fighting fan base loves Evo. Yes, Capcom got their own championship competition, but it's nothing more like Street Fighter being at Evo. Like Street Fighter.
I'm just waiting for the announcement.
What announcement?
Honestly, Sony got to do something.
Oh, you talking about the acquisition of Capcom, or?
Yeah, like that would make more sense than Square, I think, at this point. And then
I would agree. But if it wasn't for fucking Monster Hunter, I would definitely agree. No. Go do some research. Take 2 minutes. Monster Hunter is hot fire on the Switch. I don't know. Like, I don't know if. Again, we talked about this on the Sunday show. If Sony buys certain people, do they stop them from releasing games on multiple platforms, or they continue to let them?
Honestly, I'm going to answer you. Absolutely they would. Because when it comes to Nintendo, as much as Nintendo don't fuck with Sony likes Nintendo. And remember, before they had their own console, Sony Music, and even right now, publishes games on Nintendo devices. The first was the NES. And if y'all don't believe me, yeah, go back 1988. Sony Music Entertainment, itself, America, published 5 games on the NES. And on the Switch, right now, the same people who bought Fate and all of them is still publishing games on the Switch. So I think they would keep that and enable crossplay if it's available.
I mean, it makes sense, but it's still a big FU to Sony because Monster Hunter. Really? Remember, no, I'm talking about the history of Monster Hunter. Monster Hunter started on PS2, right? And the fact that Nintendo was able to get this new Monster Hunter exclusive, and it had a rough start, but it's much better now. The game went to PC and got a nice, beautiful update on the visuals. I don't know what that's all about. You know, Nintendo normally does lock shit down. They don't allow shit on PC, but I guess they don't have any choice when it comes to Square Enix and Capcom, and more third-party developers are just saying, hey, we're going to put this shit on PC. if
the
you
way it runs.
if you go buy Capcom and they have any existing contracts that like say future Monster Hunter games on Nintendo,
Respect
I
it.
mean that it looks a little weird. You're gonna make a lot of money, but
It doesn't.
it looks a little weird to the fans, the PlayStation
You know
fans,
why?
that we
You know
don't
why?
get that game. That's all I'm saying.
Nah.
It's not looking weird to like journalists and people like yourself, but I'm just saying if PlayStation
No, it's
fans.
weird to gamers.
It's gonna be weird to PlayStation gamers that hey, Sony, you went out to buy Capcom, but Monster Hunter is taking a break from PlayStation because it's on Switch, and it's like, hey, why do you do that? Why don't you tell them to put the game over here? And they're like, oh, we got a contract, we gotta respect the contracts that are currently, and that's why it's gonna look weird to PlayStation gamers.
If they do that, they should worry about the fucking things with Xbox and here in the contract with Call of Duty and everything, because they would be fucking hypocrites if they do that.
I
Because
agree.
look how Microsoft came out.
I feel like Sony should buy Capcom, like
Japanese.
after, like, well, I think that Sony could buy Capcom right now, and that Monster Hunter game is about 2 years old now. So you can buy Capcom right now, but if any other Monster Hunter games come out, make them, like, if you want to make them multi-plat, like Destiny and shit, go on and do that. But don't, like, you can do exclusives for PlayStation, but doing exclusive for other platforms after you acquire them is a little suspect. If the contract's not already in the work before you acquire them, it'd be weird. Yeah. So, make sure that Monster Hunter content continues to come out. I think Monster Hunter for the Switch probably has about 2-3 more years of content. Monster Hunter normally gets supported for a long time. Let them get all their content out, see what's going down. Sony can buy Capcom, no problem. They can buy Square Enix, no problem.
And Jay, are you finished? I want to ask you something.
Before the last thing I want to say while we're speaking about acquisitions, I mean, people kept telling me Microsoft had enough money to do another acquisition this year. It's July, and I have not heard anything about them doing another acquisition. So I'm not sure if they could.
September, you will find out fiscal year.
Okay, we'll see. We'll see.
They can, but it has to be a smaller one, and it has to be more like American. Because you see, Activision is huge. It would have to be either a Western European one, or because they will get approved for that, and it would have to be, say, like an American one, like in the Southwest, like California-based studio, because you can't flood the market with the same area. There's less competition, less people to go to studio if you buy them. I want to ask you, you know the history of PlayStation as starting as a Nintendo person like me, console-wise. Imagine, you see how Microsoft and Sony did that handshake shit, Satya Nadella. Imagine seeing that with Sony and Nintendo, and not only did they allow exclusives on Nintendo, but they market the Switch, and Nintendo will have games like PlayStation and shit, not the Marios and shit, but like the third-party ones. You think that would seem weird to people? Honestly, for Sony and Nintendo, that would be huge.
For Sony and Nintendo, like to patch shit up and work together?
Allow like crossplay, for example, on Fortnite. The reason that should happen is because PlayStation niggas couldn't bring their data over to Switch, remember? And then they started that Survive Together campaign with Microsoft, and then Sony was like, all right, the trial period, and then a year later they unlocked it. Like that. Sony has marketed the fucking the NVIDIA shit, the new handheld for the Steam Deck. They marketed that. You see Shreya shit are pushing that. Games. If they put games on PC and other places, what's to stop them from doing it to Switch? If it can run it.
I think we got a fucking red alert here from Namco Bandai. I'm gonna put this in the red alert section. Did you see anything about this leaked list of like games that's coming out in their fiscal year?
Where?
Oh shit! I put it in the wrong place. We're gonna go cover it. Yeah, we're gonna
Where
go
you
cover
put it?
I posted it in the chat room, but I'm about to post it on red alert. Let's go talk about this.
Yeah, I saw that.
You saw it? Armored Core? Armored Core is a legendary game, bro. I'm guessing that come back it's going to be multi-plat. I mean...
Tekken 8, I saw.
Tekken 8, yeah, I see that right there. Tales of Ascension.
That was from April, though.
Huh?
That little leak was on a PDF file in
Yeah, and
Reddit.
I that's what
and
I'm
the user
saying.
got blocked.
I this looks kind of like not official, so we'll see. I don't think this is official though. This looks fake. Cold Vein 2. I mean, Cold Vein 2 sticks out like a sore thumb because Cold Vein 1 flopped. Like it flopped. It was a great game, but it flopped.
The bottom of it makes sense. The 27 part, like where it says Bandai Namco Group Corporation 27. There's usually a document and a fiscal report where you could literally put an image of what's coming out and its years and everything. That's an official way to put it. Actually, that's correct.
If Armored Core is coming out in the beginning of 2023, right?
Hell,
and with the history that PlayStation has, PlayStation to show that game off in September during their showcase.
Yep.
And they also show off Tekken.
Yep.
And they also probably show off Cold Vein because Cold Vein got promotional rights with Xbox. Just like
for 2 times.
What was that other game?
PlayStation did.
The Jump Forces game too. But every game that Xbox had promotional rights from Bandai Namco flopped. I'm hoping Namco Bandai kind of stop. Let PlayStation get some promotional rights for some of these games, keep them multi-plat, and see if it does better. But when you mess around with Xbox, I mean, your game like kind of don't look so good.
Honestly, I understand because legit as a platform, PlayStation has too many games to market, which I've said before, and they got to find out where to put it. And I think since they're Japanese, they need more of their own space, and the beginning of the year is best. Xbox doesn't usually have anything at the beginning of the year, so I understand why. But like you're saying, if they're not doing too well and they're not marketing, like Microsoft marketed every Dragon Ball game last gen, every single one. The Naruto shit that came back on PS4 and Xbox, they marketed that one. It was like distributing, remaster in a way. They marketed that and actually did very well on Xbox. It was in number 8, I think, in 2016. And then went up to number 4 on Xbox. It was a top buy until Forza came out. But yeah, I get it. But I think certain games, like, they shouldn't at all, especially the Tales games. They shouldn't market it because they can't. And Nintendo can't do it because they can't showcase how good it looks unless it's downsized. So I get why they go with Xbox. They do have a powerful system. They do. And the Americans, so they have the reach. But they just don't know how to do it right. It's up to Bandai Namco first. You see what they do with From Software games. They publish all of them, and it does very well. With PlayStation especially. Elden Ring is still selling on Xbox. I saw in the UK especially. Here, not so much on Xbox, more PlayStation, but in Europe, both PlayStation and Xbox, Elden Ring is selling, which is good. Jay.
Yeah.
Tekken 8 itself and Street Fighter 6, right? Yes, sir. Capcom, and then you got Bandai Namco.
Yeah, if Street Fighter comes out next year, and Tekken, like, again, Street Fighter 5 and Tekken 7 are both equally the same age. They're both of those games are old. It's about time for Street Fighter 6 and then 8 to come out, Tekken 8 to come out. So that kind of makes sense. It's realistic. The picture itself just looks kind of fake. But I don't know. I think that Tekken will get shown off at EVO. And I'm going to go get the date for that. Street Fighter has already started its world tour. The next stop is the San Diego Comic-Con at the end of this month. Let me see. EVO 2022. Let's go see when the next EVO is. Oh, whoop-de-doo. Look at that. August 5th, which is a Friday. And it ends on Sunday. So that's going to be very interesting. By the time they get around to EVO and Street Fighter 6 is going to be at the San Diego Comic-Con at the end of July. When they get around the Evo, they should be ready to show off some more fighters. Possibly Cammy and some more people if they don't show them off at San Diego Comic-Con. And Tekken is also going to be there, so I'm pretty sure they'll show off Tekken 8 or tease it. PlayStation going to really have a good foothold with the fighting community because they're going to be able to promote their gaming console throughout the whole show. Whenever they show off Evo, they just show off PlayStation.
I hope they come out with new accessories for these games, like the back in the days, the arcade type sticks and driving wheels. They should really do that too, because if that rumor of Sony bringing back the patents for PS3 accessories being used on PS5, it makes the most sense. Because if they bring back the move and the boomerang shit they was trying to do, that shows who they're going to market, low key. If you just look at the PS3. But yeah, I hope they do that as well. God damn. I forgot it's Titty Tuesday.
Okay. Let's see. Let's get this on there. Okay. Good. I'm just checking something out. So really weird.
I need Sony to announce another acquisition.
Okay, why do you need them to announce another acquisition? I mean, it used to be cool to do that, like to get some news out there, but it's like they're just completely unopposed this year. It's like there's no fucking. I mean, they could announce the acquisition, sure, but they don't need it to gain any ground. Like PlayStation is won. This year is over.
That's not why.
Why? And who would they acquire? Like a lot of people getting taken off the table, whether it was by Microsoft or outside parties. Supermassive got acquired. Yeah, I know. Yeah. I was a little hurt by that because I felt like Sony could pick them up years ago, and for some reason they just didn't see nothing. Like
I saw your tweet, and I was like, oh, honestly, who should have acquired? We just talked about it, Capcom, definitely. But I forgot about Remedy, because Remedy doing a couple of projects that's ambitious as fuck. I would like Remedy to be one of them. Definitely Remedy. I think that should be their next one.
Okay. Yeah, I can see Remedy. They've been quiet for a while. I can see Remedy.
Yes. Because they did their little show.
Well, I'm seeing Tekken 8 trending on fucking Twitter, so maybe that picture was real, or maybe it's fake and people just taking it crazy. Let me go see what's going on here.
The time frame is true. Okay, that's usually when they release the Tekken.
But that image looks really fucking like somebody took a picture on a screen. We know we can't believe those type of images anymore. That's the catalyst for fake images. But I do believe Tekken 8 is definitely coming. And who got that feedback in my ear? Let's go see who that is.
That's probably me. My bad.
That's definitely L Witty. Taking multiple L's at a breakneck speed. He uses the L's to defeat criminals. That's what he does. Yeah, Code Vein is fake. One Punch Man makes sense. Dragon Ball Z Xenoverse 3, I'm not sure about. But the Dragon Ball Z Super.
I would like it Xenoverse 3.
Huh?
I would like it Xenoverse 3.
I would like it, but it just looks the font, the title looks fake. I don't know why they would make a Code Vein 2. Code Vein 1 was great, but nobody got it. Nobody picked it up, and they kept marketing it for Xbox, and nobody picked it up. So I'm not sure, bro. But a lot of people saying it is obviously Tekken 8 is in the works, but the logo and shit, that shit's fake, bro. That shit's fake. I know fake when I see it, bro. I've been around for a while. And that shit's fake. That's a fake image. Yeah, that's fake. Some of the games on there might actually exist, but that's a fake image. Yeah. Yeah, that's not real. Make sure we got to all our topics today, because I'm pretty sure we probably didn't. There's one more thing I wanted to cover. $70 games, we covered that. The Last of Us Part 1 has gone gold. We did cover that. Hypercharge Unboxed, Dev talks to Call Eastwood. We covered that. Number 6. Returnal has co-op before Halo Infinite. We have not covered that. I wanted to cover that with gameplay.
What, Halo Infinite?
Returnal having co-op before Halo Infinite. Well, we covered that months ago in March. And Halo Infinite co-op got delayed, or the beta of the co-op got delayed. That's what we should be saying. We heard about some new developments with 343. All I'm going to say, it seems that it might be a skeleton crew. So if you've been waiting for things to get better on Halo Infinite, or you've been waiting for people to, like, just, you know, do their job over there at 343, it's probably not gonna happen.
I heard about the chaos they went through.
You know that you have people calling for 343 to be taken off of Halo, right?
Well, guess what? Guess what? I don't think that's gonna happen.
Well, probably not. But they got Call of Duty now, so that's all good. Well, they should. I don't see why it should fail.
I mean, well, like they're the only other people that's doing Halo right now. Who else can they task to do Halo? I know somebody Bethesda, but not. Let's be real.
Respawn.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's if they get Activision. Which
is it illegal if I post co-op gameplay for Returnal? Is it illegal that I do that and like make? Is that bad? Am I being evil?
Yeah, you're troll.
I know what I am, but it's true, man. There's co-op gameplay on this game before it's on Halo.
And it's in any title. I know.
Oh, that's a beautiful game.
Well, the thing is why funny is that there's a beta for co-op. Why do you need a beta for co-op? Why is the beta for co-op delayed? Like, that's just
You know what?
Wow.
That's just
shit,
interesting.
I almost got fucking hit. We doing good, bro. You know what I love? Is that we got co-op on Returnal and you don't have co-op on Halo. I love that. It tastes really, really good to me. So fucking fluid. It's so fluid.
I think they do betas for these shits so they don't have no excuse for shit to be fucked up. Like Returnal had a lot of frame rate issues. We all know that.
If they having a beta for the co-op a year after they brought it out, that means the co-op was never going to launch with the system.
Yep. That pretty much says it.
Yeah, if you don't trust the co-op to just launch it, like, while we're on the subject, they didn't do a fucking beta for the co-op on Returnal. They just launched it. They announced it and launched it the very next week.
Yeah, betas are usually done before the game comes out. Like Uncharted had this beta for the multiplayer in December 2015, and it came out May 10th. Remember that?
I need that. Give me that.
I remember that, right? Right, Jay? I said, remember the beta for Uncharted 4 came out December 2015, and
we jumping now. What are we doing, bro?
Launched May 10th.
It's one of two things. It's one
All
of
I'm
two
gonna
things.
say right now, bro, is we got this co-op gameplay for Returnal before Halo.
Why are you
As
surprised?
I said, it's one of two. It's one of two things.
Because they were an indie developer at the time with less people working on it at the time.
That's the thing, bro. Inflation. People like you heard the shit. Niggas had too many ideas. They not a team. Just because you have so much fucking people, sometimes less is more. Literally, less is more. You get more out of less. And when people say more hands on deck, remember, you sometimes have people doing the same shit, and then they have different ideas, and then people don't agree. Returnal was an
You gonna
indie
give me this
developer.
gun?
There was an indie
Oh,
developer
come
came
on,
together.
bro.
But Truity was saying it's one or two things, right?
Yeah.
Honestly, I think that Halo wasn't ready, and they launched it. The story was, I seen the story. I didn't play the shit. I actually watched it for once. I actually watched gameplay. 5 different people play it, and it was okay. You know, the story, like 7. It was okay. The gameplay is Halo, so I know what to expect. The graphical hook I hate, but I think really they just wasn't ready, and this is supposed to be a endless service game, and I don't think they were even ready for that transitional for their biggest franchise. If Gears of War was like that, it would be even worse. So I don't know.
Oh, okay. So on this game, you do have something like if you too far from the other player, they will teleport you to that player. But the distance is much farther from what I heard from Halo. I was much farther. Like I was really fucking far, bro.
Gotta market this game again. They gotta remarket this game.
What
that
Returnal
exists.
with co-op?
Yeah, that exists. Yeah.
I mean, I think their marketing is, hey, let's just put it on Plus and hope people play it.
How the fuck people gonna know it's there? Look how much
It is marketed though. Let's be honest, it is marketed.
I don't know, because I know God of War is on that shit and was on that shit from the launch of the PS5.
Whoa, fuck!
Selection. I know God of War is there, but God of War got an upgrade to PS5 and it also went to PC, so that's constantly in the news. And the new game is coming out. That's marketing. Like Uncharted and The Last of Us remake and shit. That's marketing. Shit that came out, like
wow,
Death Stranding. Death Stranding got released on PC and it came to PS5. That's marketing.
True.
So you got either you gotta say it's there or you bring it to PC like a dickhead. But honestly, I don't think Returnal is ready for PC yet until 2024.
But do you believe in the power of dreams?
I do, which is also going to go to PC.
That's what everybody kept saying, but it didn't go over yet.
They should have. Honestly,
I'm gonna tell you right now, from what we gathered from the pattern of the 5 games that are hitting the PC or already on PC, I don't think they putting games that are not super popular. And even though I love Dreams, I don't think it's gonna go over there if it's not super popular. That's just me. That's from how I'm looking at it, because that's from what they're doing right now. They're only putting games over there that are super popular.
Except Bloodborne.
Bro, how is co-op going down? Oh, shit! Take that, bitch. Stupid bat. I'm taking cover fire, True Woody. I'm gonna need you to, give me some support, bro. No. I need that fucking money.
I'm gonna give you some. I'm gonna give you some Game Pass instead. Hey, Span. Out of curiosity. Do you think From Software will ever go back to their JRPG games?
No, not right now. I think if they got bigger, yeah, where they have multiple teams, like multiple, like Insomnia, yeah. But I think they're focused because they games are catching American eyes, so they're trying to bring those in. I think once they secure that, like you see how Rockstar, their Redemption and Elden Ring sold a lot. Once they lock that
Yeah.
shit, they know every game can sell. Then yeah, they will eventually.
I like the JRPGs a lot more.
Everybody does apparently now, right now, especially the Western RPGs. Capcom is trying to do that. They're bringing America, but they're trying to bring in more Japanese shit. And I see Japan trying to make a comeback, which they should because they are the foundation of video games.
What happened?
Like in Enchanted Arms. I'm gonna re-pick that up and play that.
Shit!
But like you know what I mean? Like they made JRPGs, and I'm like, damn.
Yeah, they really did. They will.
Hey man,
God damn!
And I said, I'm not a Saints fan. I think this is what they're going down. And I don't. I'm just not fond of it.
I think because Americans are starting to get more into like anime and shit like that. Well, they always were, but now it's a cool thing to do. You don't gotta be ashamed. I think a lot of those games are catching fire now in the American space, so they know they got a market there as well now. Especially since Kodokawa runs that shit and From Software is under them. I think they're gonna make more shit relatable to that to catch the American crowd as well because they already got Japan. And I think they're gonna try to make more Japanese games mainstream in America, Europe, and Japan.
That shit. Attack his dumb ass. Don't have it attack me.
Technically, the biggest console market is America. It is, no matter what. North America, to be exact. But a lot of their games catch fire in Japan, Germany, like places that's synonymous with Japan, like Germany, the Netherlands, California, Alaska, which is funny.
It's Kapakis.
Oh, by the way, Alaska got all the PS5s.
Ain't it time for me to go to work?
Did y'all hear what I just said?
You said what?
Alaska got all the damn PS5s.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, I think they will go back to Japanese games when they, because I see Americans trying to make those, like Sucker Punch that make Ghost of Tsushima, which is a complete threat. That's a threat to Japan. That's a threat. If you got an American company making a Japanese game, it's like, oh shit, wait a minute. They just made a Japanese game and it sold more than ours.
I'm about to die. I know it.
So yeah, I think they're trying to, like if From Software joined PlayStation, they would have trouble.
Why would From Software join Sony? They have trouble.
There's no way.
Why would they have trouble? Bro, you have fucking Insomniac Naughty Dog already established you, but now you starting over because you represent a whole fucking brand. That's why. Now
that damage
you have
every time.
You really have to compete against some niggas. Like,
Oh yeah, because From Software, it's not that they're not good. They're just not polished enough like these other Sony studios. And I think they get lost in the
You don't get lost in the shuffle, yeah. Because remember, their games take time, but nobody forgets From Software because they're multiplayer.
Nobody forget them.
The first thing they're gonna think is, oh, these games are gonna go. I bet you if From Software said they would join the PlayStation today, the first thing they're gonna ask is bring Bloodborne to PC. How much you wanna bet?
Oh yeah,
bro, that's always the fucking requirement. Bring Bloodborne to PC. Even if Bloodborne was going to PC, they would still say bring Bloodborne to PC.
Nigga, I would, bro. That's fucking Bloodborne. That game is fire. Like, I played that shit 7 times, and as someone who played the original Demon Soul, that game was not hard at all. It just required patience. Especially
I just want to point out that Halo doesn't have co-op.
But you knew that. They said it.
Returnal.
I'm shocked.
Oh, I'm not shocked. I'm just gonna go post this gameplay and shit on people's fucking hopes and dreams. That's
Jay,
what I'm
you really like Jay likes
leave them
pissing
alone.
people off.
Jake,
That's what I do. They pay me. They pay me to do this shit.
okay.
Jay
I'll be
likes
honest with
pissing people off.
you. I personally,
My truck's here. I gotta go.
to me, I would feel Halo no longer needs co-op. You know why I say
You
this?
said you
Because
gotta
it's
go,
not-
True Woody? I think he left. I gotta go too, bro. I just gotta save this video and post it on Twitter real quick.
Don't you gotta go to work?
Yeah, he kicked me out anyway. So I mean, it was the perfect time, and he kicked me out the fucking lobby. But I did fucking help. You know, little bitchy like that sometimes. You know, they kick you out of the lobby if you die once.
This ain't the same Halo, Jay. This ain't
All
the
I'm
same
saying
Halo.
is the fact that Returnal has co-op and Halo doesn't. That's what I'm gonna post on Twitter. Returnal has co-op. And
You just want to start shit, don't you?
oh, not has, had co-op before. Halo Infinite. There we go. I like that one. Halo Infinite. There we go. Yes, I want to cause trouble. Let me put the laughing emoji. Where's the laughing one where he covers his there we go. Covers his mouth laughing. I like that. That's nice. Have fun, everybody. Have a great day at whatever you're doing. I don't know what you're doing, but have fun. Oh, I did get this picture right here. Let me share this with the PlayStation Collegian. Put that over there. Now to get ready to go. Okay. Here we go. Okay, I'm gonna do that later. Let me see what's this all about. Got some new shows, new movies to watch. Houseplant, don't know what the fuck that is. Oh, that sucks.